The early church borrowed all sorts of things too. Did you know the basic form of the church? It's the form we have here that's kind of a rectangle, and it has a nave and a narthex, and it has an altar or a stage or a chancel. That's what we call it. But the form that you're looking at, that we have, that was used in the Middle Ages to build churches, that was borrowed too from a pagan secular culture that was based on the Roman basilica. That's where we got the way our church looks. So we borrow stuff for our worship to incorporate it. But I confess, this is my confession time, sometimes I'm jealous of those traditions, like the Catholics, or even more extreme, the Eastern Orthodox, who they haven't adopted anything new for like 1,000 years. They're still worshiping in a format and using the same words, the same songs, the same everything from the liturgy of St. John Chrysostom in the 5th century. And they just don't change. And there's something refreshing, I think, about saying, we're not going to chase the entertainment forms that the culture uses. And in some ways, I find that appealing too. But that said, I got to also confess, I don't have a whole lot of strong feelings about a lot of the details of how we worship, about whether the choir wears robes. I know that's still a debate. What type of music we sing. I don't have personal strong feelings about that. I feel like as a pastor, the job I have is to bring what the Bible says to you, and really, our worship is the way we make sacrifice. That's our version of sacrifice, is to come to worship and to bring ourselves and our songs. And really, the standard that I have that comes from the Bible is just that we bring our best. Not just the leftovers and not just whatever we can cobble together, but that we bring the best we can. That's the only biblical standard. And that's really what I care about as your pastor, about our worship. The details, I don't have a dog in the fight. I just ask that we do our best with whatever we bring. Now, I bring all this up just to say that this little passage, a short vignette, a picture of the church, it does tell us what's essential, what we cannot worship without, and it makes it very simple, and it's these things that are mentioned at the very beginning. Here's what you need. You need to gather. They came together. That's the first thing. That's the prerequisite. You got to be in the same place. They gathered together, and that is essential for worship. I love that we can stream our worship services. It's a powerful tool. It's life-changing for people. People who cannot make it to church, or people who are stuck far away, missing their church family for whatever reason. They can connect with us because we stream our worship services. Our evangelism committee just reported this session that our online engagement is up over 100%, which is awesome. But I also have to say, there is no substitute. It's a powerful tool, but it's not a substitute for being here. It doesn't take the place of gathering together in the same place whenever we can, and if you can.